great.
You look beautiful.
You look beautiful. You look like a firefly in a nightclub. What does that even mean?
It was your remark.
It was a compliment of some kind, Ron Louise. Trust me. Anyway, here we are, and I am stumped, sister. Stumped. I really, truly am, because you're stunning, and I'm stunning, and this room is just an ideal to show how stunning we really are.
Like the oysters?
Exactly. But where are the men?
You told me not to invite any men.
Yeah, I know I did that, but where are the men?
That was the whole point.
I know, but where are they?
The three of us would just deck out and look great for each other, and fuck the men.
I know why you're saying that, but come on.
Okay, wait a minute. I know what you're hinting at, and that ain't what's going on. Anyways, you're married.
So what?
So you're here without a man because your husband's out building buildings somewhere.
So what? I mean, you're here alone without a man because you threw Jerry out.
Stop it right there. That's a black lie. Okay? I'm here without a man because you knew your husband wasn't going to be around and you don't cheat. So you suggested this girls' night, which is fine with me, but don't you then turn around and tell me I don't have a man because I threw this one guy out of my life. That's just a detail.
Sorry.
You know, if I wanted a guy here tonight, there'd be a guy here tonight. I got dressed up because you wanted me to dress up. I'll tell you why you're crying out, where's the men? It's because we're dressed for men. These kind of clothes evolved out of a situation where observations were made about what kind of garments were effective to attract the male of the species. It's like female fashion's premier designer is Mr. Charles Darwin. The point is, these kind of clothes are like bait. We're wearing bait. These clothes are just like worms, only there's no fish to bite.
Worms? It's weird to think of my clothes as a worm.
And you yourself as a hook.
Especially when I've already landed my fish. Bob. Bob the big mouth bass.
Well, that's because you gotta keep in shape.
What do you mean?
Well, you gotta know that if it came to that extreme, that you could catch another gentleman. My father used to practice fly fishing in the living room. He'd be casting this fly in and about a sewing hoop to the consternation of my mother. He was practicing outwitting the trout. It's the comparable same thing to happily married women who flirt. They're casting flies out in the living room.
Is that what you think of me, Rhonda Louise?
Well, Billy, you are one of the worst flirts I know.
Do you honestly think that I flirt to keep in shape in case Bob leaves me?
Yes. Oh, fear. I think that's one of the reasons. But, you know, I think you do it too because you like to knock the socks off a lot of them.
Is that what you...
Yes! Horniness, definitely. And I think you do it too as a sort of check you run to make sure that you still exist. Well, that's the most existential reason. I flirt, therefore I am. You know, and I think you do it too.
I'm going to tell you why I flirt.
Why?
Habit.
Oh.
There was probably a dozen of other reasons why at a time, but they're all dead now. Like submerged in the Museum of Natural History. Like me.
What's the matter, Billy?
I feel dead. I feel dead.
You're not dead, honey.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not. You just feel dead.
The other night, Bob asked me to marry him.
But you are married to him.
He forgot.
He what?
Oh, it was precious, really. I mean, we had this dinner and we drank some champagne and we ate these big pink roses and the moment was just so... But then he got carried away and then he proposed.
But that's just so dear.
It was precious. It really, really was. But it's just exactly what it is about my marriage that drives me insane. I mean, I could kill.
I don't get it.
It's the courtship. He can't give it up. We can't give it up. I mean, it's been 3 years and we're still in the balcony, if you know what I mean. thought that marriage was supposed to lead somewhere, not stay frozen in some terrific moment. I thought it was supposed to be this great adventure like death.
It's hard for me to sympathize with you, Billy.
I'm sure it is. No one can ever sympathize with me. Their troubles are always much worse.
Well, you've always done well that I could see.
And terrible.
You've always had money.
Yes, I have.
And some guy that adored you.
Almost always.
And you're good looking. And you wear nice clothes. And you've always lived in some place that was great.
But it's always been like photographs. And I want to be in a movie. I want to be in an adventure movie where half of my clothes are torn off by a gorilla, and then I marry the chief and I become a Hollywood star. And then I give it up and I become a nun in an insane asylum in France. And then I learn about being silent and unknown, and then I invent something. Something useful and good that the governments and the corporations, they want to steal it and twist it for evil, and then...
Billy!
What?
What are you talking about?
I just wish that my existence was more picaresque.
And for that you want my sympathy?
Oh no, Rhonda Louise. I want your sympathy for an ache in me that knows no name.
All right. For that you have my sympathy. Ready for dessert?
What is it?
Kiwi custard pie.
Did you make it?
No, I got it at the Eclair. It's on the coffee table if you want to look.
Oh, I must look at all desserts. Oh, it's so pretty.
Want a slice?
Not yet.
Me neither. I just like to be baked into a pie. Some kind of pie like that. Sleep deep down into the custard, like deep in a downy bed of feathers, surrounded by a comforter of kiwi slices. Sit outside the conversation with not a thing to say. The last best thing. The thing that's saved to be relished. The dessert.
I'm Celines.
I'm Sydney.
This was our scene, Woman of Manhattan, by John Patrick Shanley.
We've been working on this play for a little bit now in Actors Workshop with Bob Carter, and we've been having so much fun, so we wanted to record it and show you guys what we've been working on.
Yeah. I'm wondering if there's anything
I know, I'm trying to think what else we can say.